everyone, welcome back, and this is Paisley. We're doing a Make a Plan Monday. We only have a few left this year, and then we get to move on to the Old Testament. I'm super stoked. Okay, excuse me, looking at Doctrine and Covenants, sections 133 through 134. Let's take a look and see what it's all about. All right, Jesus Christ calls me to reject Babylon and come to Zion. Looks like there's some verses. And there's a talk here by Elder Christofferson, Come to Zion. Keep going. I can prepare now for the Savior's second coming. So it looks like we're going to be talking about the second coming a little bit. Looks like section 133, about the second coming. There's a message here from President Nelson. The future of the church, preparing the world for the Savior's second coming. That's our future. Our future is to prepare for the second coming. And then here, if you want to go check it out, Aaronic Priesthood Quorum Theme. I did not include that in our checklist. I don't usually include those kinds of things. All right, next, there's some scriptures in the New Testament. If you want to go check those out, Matthew chapter 25. And then there's another talk here by President Nelson, Embrace the Future with Faith. A hymn, Come Ye Children of the Lord. More gospel library content, Second Coming of Jesus Christ, if you want to check that out in the topics and questions. And then there's this talk here by Elder Renland, Personal Preparation to Meet the Savior, just about 14 minutes. If you go to the actual page, which is where the link will take you, the link in the checklist will take you to the actual page for this talk. It comes in at same thing, 14 minutes and 10 seconds. There's one, it's the future of the church, preparing for the second coming. Preparing the world for the Savior's second coming. That one's exactly 13 minutes. All right. Sorry. Let's find out what else we've got. The second coming. Governments. Section 134. Governments were instituted of God for the benefit of man. I'm just going to leave that there. And keep going. Articles of Faith 11 and 12. If you want to check those out. Number 11 is the one that starts we claim. And talks about how we believe that we should be able to worship how, where, and what we may, and other people should be allowed the same privilege. And then number 12, what is number 12? My mind just went blank, so we're just going to skip it. And then there's religious freedom in the gospel library, topics and questions. Again, not added to our list, but please go check that out. We'll come back to people, places, and events. Ideas for teaching children. The Lord wants me to stay away from the evil in the world. Section 133, Babel and Babylon, if you want to go look in the Guide to the Scriptures. Jesus Christ will come again. You can use the activity page. Looks like there's some verses in here to review with your kids. And then there's a song here, When He Comes Again, from the Children's Songbook. Section 133, verses 52 and 53, Jesus Christ is loving and kind. I had a fun conversation with my daughters tonight about how do we get to know Jesus. They are 9 and 7, my girls. So it was a fun conversation. We talked about how you get to know like a friend on the playground. You meet somebody new, how do you become friends with them? We talked about how we ask them their name, maybe their favorite color. One of the 7-year-olds was like, we asked them if they want to run with us because she loves to run. And then I said, how are we going to recognize Jesus when he comes? And one of them was like, well, there's a picture of him in the Book of Mormon. And I said, yeah, but that's not a picture. That's what somebody thinks he looks like. But what if he doesn't have brown hair? What if he doesn't have long hair? What if he has short hair? So we had a fun conversation about how are you going to recognize Jesus when he comes? And part of that is getting to know him. And how do we get to know him? Well, we can't really ask him what his favorite color is. I mean, we can, right? Because we can pray and ask what his favorite color is. But we get to know Jesus differently than we do other people. And we get to know Jesus by reading our scriptures and learning about him. And these are a couple of good verses to use. Jesus Christ is loving and kind. All right, and then here is the link again if you want more for teaching children, primary teachers. I strongly recommend that resource. And then here's your activity page. The Lord wants me to obey the law. All right, let's go back up to people, places, and events and check and see what we've got here. 2 Revelations in Context, William McClellan's 5 Questions, and then this one of Governments and Laws. This one we've already done a few times. This one we have not done, so this one is on our list. And chapter 36 we've already done, so that's the last thing on our list. Our list only has 7 things to look at in 6 days. So here's what we've got. It's an average of about 15 and a half minutes every day. Monday is section 133 all by itself. That's just under 15 minutes. Tuesday, section 134 and Revelations in Context of Governments and Laws. And that's 16 and a half. That's it's not the longest day. Wednesday is the longest day with Elder Christofferson's Come to Zion. That's just over 17 minutes. Thursday is only 13 minutes. The Future of the Church, Preparing the World for the Savior's Second Coming. Friday is 16 and a half. Embrace the Future with Faith, President Nelson. And Saturday, 14 minutes and 10 seconds with Elder Renland, personal preparation to meet the Savior. I really liked that talk when he gave that talk, so I'm looking forward to listening to it again. Okay, that's it, everybody. It's pretty short, easy week this week at only 15 minutes every day. I hope you enjoy your week. Have a good one, and until next time, thank you again.